What it do with the businesses? You know, it's me, Queen Vibes.
At LOUD, you know what I mean?
You feel me? And we're back with another one. It's been a while, huh, babe?
I mean, for me, yeah. Yeah. It been a fat little minute since I've been on that bit. But I digress, you know what I mean?
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
You feel me?
All right, so we was just having a little brief discussion, and we wanted to, tap in with you guys and see how you doing, how your mama and them doing. Everybody good?
She wanted to know that. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I'm gonna get straight to it.
Oh,
We getting straight to the meat and potatoes of this situation. I had asked her, I was like, bro, I don't think the same grace is given to males as it is to females on certain situations. Like, systematically, how has it always been the dude has been the problem? Like, and I don't mean just the problem. I'm talking about your grandmama always said your granddaddy, he tripping. He whoop the whoop, whatever. For so many years, it's always been the dudes. Even if you think about the sayings, we got happy wife, happy life. Nigga, is you happy? And then we get the stories on the news about how the husband done killed the whole family and then killed himself in the end. And then we wonder how we got here. Ain't nobody asked this man how he doing. The same grace ain't given to the males as it's given to females. I feel. I just want to know if that's a thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of the question I had. That made my ears perk up.
well, my own personal opinion, because I can't really speak from anyone else's. I do actually care, like, about the mindset of you. So it's different for me. I can only say, like, in my own purview of the situation, I care about how you doing and stuff like that. Now, true enough, do I always know how to react accordingly? No, no. But I'm working on it. Everybody's a work in progress. I don't feel like it was always the male fault. Sometimes it was probably the female fault. Maybe she took it too far. Maybe she overthought situations because as a female, we can make up some scenarios. We can make up a whole situation that'll be happening. You'll be down the street cheating with the next female, and like, I'm just gonna pull up on it. Like, we make up scenarios. It don't even matter. Like, we gonna come up with something.
Oh, it's given, but it's one of them like I don't know it for so many. I can't even say how many years exact, but it just don't. I just feel like males was never given the same grace. Female do something. Oh, okay. You know what I mean? Dude do something. You supposed to know better. How I'ma know if ain't nobody told me? You know what I mean?
Okay, so that brings a good point. That is a good point. So let me put example to your point. I'm watching something on Netflix, and the lady said that no matter that it was a child, because it was a little girl who had got murdered. She was like, the little girl that got murdered is never gonna be the star of the show. It's always gonna be the boy who murdered her. She's not going to get the attention that she deserves. They're not there. They mourn for her and miss her now. But later on, they always still going to remember the boy who did it over her. So wouldn't that be kind of like...
No, that's totally different because that's a whole murder case. That's a whole murder case.
So you want...
The one in front of the gun or the knife is always gonna live forever. The ones that transition are the ones that's gonna be remembered. That's totally different. I get what you was going with that, but no, that's different. Cause this is a daily occurrence. Like somebody right now A man in a grocery store just probably got blamed for something he has no recollection about. I'm gonna tell you that right now. That's how often we talk about this. Somebody getting killed, that's totally different. We're not gonna talk about the females who done killed some dudes and we don't know the backstory. Hell, a dude in East Texas just got killed a few months ago. A white girl was cleaning her quote unquote gun and ended up shooting her boyfriend with a child in the house. Do you know she got off free? This is in East Texas. Right where I was around, where I lived. Know some family members who knew these people. I mean, that's not to say. I mean, I know a black dude who just killed his old lady. I mean, it happens. But I mean, the grace is not given. You go to court, females win and keep it a being by 87% of those cases in family court. The only way a female losing in a family dispute court, that bitch gotta be down bad. Bitch, you gotta be homeless to lose. It don't matter if the nigga paid for that house. If that bitch not homeless, bitch, she winning.
Well, so basically, to bring it back, what you're saying is you don't believe that enough accountability is placed.
Accountability is never placed in
It's not
society.
placed in the proper positions.
Man, if you say accountability to a female, bro, why she get so hostile? Why should bitch get so disgusted and hostile?
Because we're accountable, we're responsible for so much stuff on the back end that y'all will never understand. If y'all had to walk a day in our shoes, a lot of y'all will fold the first 5 minutes. Let those children get to hollering, or you have to breastfeed, or oh my God, let y'all have to give birth.
Now, before I answer this, are you speaking out of your personal answer, or are you speaking for females in general? Like, you can't speak for the whole female community, but are you speaking from a female standpoint, other than just your personal? Before I answer,
in this instance, I can only speak. I'm gonna keep. I really want to say I'm just speaking from my own personal point of view because, once again, I cannot speak for the whole female dynamic. I just can't.
Let's knock this out the park right now. Breastfeed, yes, because a nigga cannot breastfeed. That's straight off the muscle. That's off the flap. That's not even in question. 2, that's cap that a nigga will fold in them situations. That's cap. I know out of the males I know personally and came into counter with, I have a positive percentage, a more positive than negative ratio on niggas who would actually step up and handle that. I know more good baby daddies who have damn near full custody of their child than I know niggas who are deadbeats or just don't have their child because they can't have access. Not even just due to them. Some of them, that's due to them. But if we being real, it's a good 75% that would handle that. And if we talking real world aspects out of my personal dynamic, 68% of males would step up to that. Now, you do have them other percentage that just ain't shit, just like you have in females. But they get more grace than them niggas. Now, I mean, if we just, I mean, that's all I'm saying right now on that one.
So, are you asking for grace for the male community?
I mean, the fact that we have to ask for grace lets us know that niggas don't get grace. The fact that this is a discussion shows enough that niggas do not get grace.
I just believe it's the relationship that you in. It's the person you choose to deal with. Like,
no, I mean, not even just in relationship, not even in a husband, wife, household, boyfriend, girlfriend situation. As a male, It's slim to none. You're slithering on thin ice. You damn near get a 0.5% chance. Like, not even 0.5% chance. You don't even get a whole time to fuck up. You get a 0.75 chance to fuck up. You supposed to know better. How the fuck I'ma know better if I ain't get told?
Yeah,
Niggas is
you do
learning
have to
shit.
be taught. That's with everything. You have to be taught. You're not gonna know how to do something on the first go round.
And then speaking on the side of the spectrum of niggas who grew up in a female dominant family or a female household, nigga, you get no grace, you ain't been told. You get what I'm going with this on that aspect. But as a whole, you can see niggas don't get grace. And then it make it more understandable as a male on why some of these niggas be crashing out. Cause sometimes these niggas crash outs don't even be that, like, it probably be their first time crashing out and it just made it that big because it was just the feather that broke the camel back. And then you got some niggas who systematically crash out just off the muzzle of them niggas ain't never been give grace. And then they just said, fuck it. I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't. And then boom. Now them niggas in that little void. You get what I'm saying?
I
This
do.
not even just with just straight black males. This every male.
Do you feel like it's more so leaning towards black males and males of color?
I mean, I'm gonna say it's more dominant than black males for sure. Cause I mean, the fact that we black off rip, we already getting the shitty end of the stick. But I love being black. It's so many predominant things about being black. But not to be that person. You got to be black to understand that. You got to understand black history, black literature. You got to understand a whole bunch of shit that come with being black to
Because some
be
people just
proud.
like being black just because they black. Oh, I love being black. What's your history?
But you
What do
gotta
you know
actually,
about your family? What do you know about your ancestors? Like, what do you really know?
as an
And a lot of
American,
people don't know enough of their information because it was never taught to us.
like I'm not gonna say I'm an African American. As an American black male, not black male, but just as an American black Indian male, I'm gonna say it that way. If we just gonna get grammatically correct, a nigga is proud from both sides of the history. I mean, what's not to be proud about that? Like we was talking about prior to that, Columbus was writing about black people and black figures who was already selling before him, who had discovered places he didn't discover, reasons why he went to America. He wrote that he went to America because it was a whole bunch of black ships and all this other shit like that went over there to discover it. And this nigga wanted to go. This was in Columbus's diary. This is history. You can look this shit up if you want to. And this nigga went, and this nigga landed into the part, and he ended up finding the Indians. And if you want to go into our soul food and all this extra shit, black people learn recipes from Indians. Indians learn shit from us as well. The divide is just off other shit, but on my end, it's a whole bunch of prideness that goes into this shit. But I can't just say black males got it harder, Indian males got it harder. As a male, you already starting this shit off at. I don't want to say it like that, but you really gotta make your mind up kind of early. What you gonna do? Because like if you raising the male, all right, you shaping him. If you raising a female, you shaping damn near the world. Because y'all birth something in us. Y'all got a certain. Y'all have a decent amount of persuasion that comes into us. So it's only right that y'all give us a tad bit more grace. How I feel. You know what I'm saying? That's not to say that females don't have it hard as well. That's why I was trying to tiptoe on how I worded what I said. because it's hard on both spectrums. I'm just saying in this conversation, grace wise, I feel like all males across all races and all that, I feel like enough grace is not given. I just don't. Judicial wise, no. Now, if you going off of other world shit, like different categories, this conversation will definitely go different. But on grace wise, I don't think the same is given. I just genuinely don't. What's your rebuttal?
I mean, you was going hard. You was going hard. So, I'm just going to sit back. I'm going to listen and not judge. But, no, for real.
I had to really watch. I'm trying to watch how I word it. Because, I mean, I don't want it to get taken out of context. Like, I'm not saying
if a person has
gotta...
that type of mindset, they're gonna take it out of context anyway. That's been my most recent lesson. When you're listening to understand, you're gonna hear everything that the person is speaking to you. When you're listening to just listen, you're not fully comprehending what the person is saying to you. So you're taking, this is where a lot of things have been misconstrued lately, whether it's been in the media, the White House, everywhere. It's been so misconstrued because communication is very important. When you miscommunicate or a person takes what you said and adds in what they want to it, that's how it gets misconstrued. They done already made it up in their mind. Once they heard what they heard, that little light bulb go off, they be, ding, I got it. Let's try it and rate it 1 through 10. Let's see how much of a disaster I can create.
I mean, in the media aspect, negativity sells more than positive.
And that's proven. That's a well-known fact. That's statistically proven.
But at one point, do we got to decide media is not going to dictate our actual judgment
on anything humans, unless we don't experience it ourselves. Because we're quick to judge others. I'm sorry, baby. I didn't mean to cut you
Continue.
You right. We casting judgment, and how you gonna cast judgment on a situation you ain't experienced?
Type shit. I ain't gonna lie. I went to that Waka Flocka shit. You cash eyes. You making judgments on something before you even make the. But I digress. But yeah, let's just go with like, say with an officer and shit. When he reading you your rights, you're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. But in America, you're guilty already until proven innocent, and then when it comes out that you're actually innocent, you're still proven guilty because you got convicted. So automatically, you had to be guilty.
Well,
you get where this is going.
Yeah, and it sounds very confusing, but if you know, you know.
You can see a nigga get charged right now, like say murder or some bullshit.
Murder is far from BS.
I mean, that was just the first thing that popped in my mind. But say a nigga get convicted for murder and it comes out, DNA proof and all, he was not at the scene. He did not do this. Off rip, you can get proven innocent by the whole jury and all that. You're still gonna be looked at like you're guilty just off the muzzle. You were convicted.
Facts.
Because they looked at you. Say shoplifting or something else.
I can attest to that.
You're still gonna be looked at guilty. They look at
you like you a thief until you ain't a thief no more.
And even then, you're still fucking guilty.
Yep, because it was still there. It still happened. You still did it.
Even if you didn't. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's already a slippery slope.
Everything right now is a slippery slope. Living is a slippery slope.
Yeah.
We playing guessing games with our food.
Pretty much.
Unless you're buying from personal like farmers, like local farmers, and you go into your farmers market and stuff like that, you do not know what you eating, where it's coming from. You just on a wing and a prayer. Good Lord,
Just trusting
we
what they
all
said.
just on a wing and a prayer these days.
I mean, some people just on the wing. They don't be praying.
Amen to that. That ain't no lie. Truth be told.
And wonder why shit be going so haywire. But I digress, because God still loves you. I still fuck with you.
God gonna love us all regardless. And we can all, it's never too late for us to go to him and be like, hey, yo,
Until
I
you hear them
apologize.
trumpets.
I apologize, Lord. Please forgive me.
Don't do it when you hear them damn trumpets now.
Yeah, please don't wait till it is too
And
late.
don't
I
think
mean,
you
but it
gonna
ain't
live to
ever
see
too
them.
late.
And
Like,
don't think you gonna wait and live to see them damn trumpets. You never know. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit
and
can
that's the
happen in
fact.
the next second. You're not guaranteed the next breath. Think about how complex your body at any given millisecond. This bitch could malfunction in any way, and you out there, bitch. Get right, my nigga. You see the way the world going right now. Niggas not fucking with America right now. You really looking at the brink of a world war, and niggas out here just frolicking, doing the same dumb shit.
Acting as though the end is not coming. It's everybody is going to come to an end eventually.
I mean, yeah,
Regardless, like you're going to meet your maker, whether you believe in God or you don't believe in God. That's neither here nor there. You're going to die. Nobody is going to live forever.
yeah, for shit show. But you don't want to wait until you die to find out whether you was right or wrong. Rather, rather believe than die and know you was wrong or right and get there. I mean, it don't cost you shit. I mean, just your eternal life afterwards. That's all I'm saying.
Big facts. And if your eternity isn't worth it to you, I mean, hey, that's between you and whoever it is you believe in.
Still love you though, pimp.
Nah, big hearts. I mean, at the end of the day, we just here to spread the word and let you know what it is.
And
So
what
you
it
can't
ain't,
never
baby.
say, oh, I never heard it. Oh, no. Because every time you tap in, you going to hear at least one piece. It might be a lot of other sidebars and stuff like that, but you going to hear at least one piece of how good God is, or he'll forgive you, or something God related.
Indeed.
I mean, hey, that's what Queen
And
Vibes
listen,
is all about.
and then listen to the words of wisdom you hear throughout the day. It could come from a random person you don't even know. It don't matter their background or whatever, but a wise man could play a fool. A fool cannot play wise. Take the wisdom as it comes when the Holy Spirit lay it on you. You dig?
Let the Spirit lead you.
Take
Let the
it how it
Holy
is.
Spirit lead you.
Let divine intervention be.
Because it's a whole bunch of other spirits in this world that is not holy, and they will try to lead you every which in way but to the Lord.
And no weapon formed against you shall prosper, but it doesn't mean it will not form. It's up to
Heavy
you
on
if you let
that,
it
because the
prosper.
world love to say, oh no, because no weapon formed against me will prosper. Yeah, it's not going to prosper, but like he just said, to reiterate again, because sometimes people need to hear stuff twice. It will, WILL, form. It will.
And it's up to you if you got your whole armor on to not let it.
Prosper.
You feel me? It's gonna form. You got armor on. You're gonna withstand some damage.
Battles.
You get
Spiritual
you
warfare.
get scars, but you fell down and scraped your hand up. You might not got scars if you wasn't outside like that, but even then, that just means your ass is harmless. You can't be peaceful unless you know what it's like to actually go to war for real. Not not real war, but let that sink in. If you call yourself peaceful and you ain't never been through nothing
Traumatic.
to cause to actually know what peace is, you just harmless. You
Big
just a
facts.
harmless caterpillar for real. Waiting to evolve for real.
These are facts.
I could word that better, but I mean, I don't feel like it's need to for real.
I mean, I like the way you worded it. And before we close out, I just have one more thing to say. I was listening to Latoya Okia, y'all. Bitch, I love
Chosen
her.
one.
The chosen ones, the divine ones. Like, go check her out on YouTube. Like,
Read the
I
comment,
love
baby.
her down. And she's doing a series right now. And she was just basically saying that everybody ain't going to your next level. God'll show you and tell you who can go and who ain't going. And what I got out of that when I was listening to her talk, it just came on me so strong. This because a lot of y'all gonna be able to relate. I can't because I've never been in this position. But to give y'all a perfect visual example, them VIP sections y'all be paying for, and y'all be paying for the bottle girls and all of that, and the sparklers and all of this woo all of that. That VIP section that y'all in, you know how everybody try to slide in. You could have paid for it for only like 10 people. It's gonna be like 20, 25 people in there. Where the other 15, 10 people come from?
Who put in for real?
Who
And then not to
that?
mention,
Who put in for
you
real?
just paid somebody bill to sit on a couch in the club with a bottle you could have bought from the corner store near you
Cheaper, way cheaper.
for about $30-$40. Now, what's the difference from that and being at your house? The ambient lighting,
The
the fact
noise.
that you think people looking at you when in reality ain't nobody checking for you for real.
That's exactly what I was getting to. Being in that VIP section, you think everybody paying attention to you and stuff like that. Okay, cool, whatever. Let's say you are the center of attention. Bet. When it comes to God sees you in the VIP section. He's like, oh, okay, I see my child out there living in. Oh, okay, they up. It's up. Yeah. All right, bet. So I want them to enjoy something else. I want to move them up. I want them to really celebrate. They in this little section. I'm trying to put them in a bigger section. Them same 15 people. Oh yeah, they can't go. Just because he said the section was bigger did not mean it provided more room and more space for people to occupy and consume and not pour into you.
They just draining.
They're draining. Which I'll circle back to what King said. How many people really put in on it? How many people was there when the nights was dark and long and cold and hard? How many people could you call up if you needed, like, just say you really needed groceries? How many people could you call?
Forgive
And
me.
then, and when you call, not just call, but call and them not talk about you.
No, for sure. So forgive me for not remembering the actual name of where I heard it from. But I mean, they see you on the mountaintop, but they don't see you climbing it.
And I heard something on a financial podcast I be listening to the other day. The dude said exactly that. He said they see you on the mountaintop, but they don't understand what it took you to climb it. And then once you reach the mountaintop, you looking up, and all you see is what? It's cold up there.
And
It's
never,
lonely up there. Everybody is not up there with you.
but
So
don't
when
forget
he
why you did
elevates
it.
you, he can't elevate you with everybody. Everybody can't fit on that mountaintop. Everybody can't fit in that VIP section. Everybody can't fit in that limo, that Hummer, whatever it is, everybody ain't going in. Everybody ain't able. And let's be honest, in this economy right now,
You can't afford it.
you can't afford it.
And
You
even if
need to
you
sit down and you
can,
need to chill. We need to be way more financially conscious right now because we got to stick together. It ain't no, okay, you're white, I'm black, I don't like you. Oh, you're a Trump supporter, I don't like you. Hey, look, because them same people that you turning your back on saying you don't like, you don't want to deal with, you might have to turn around and meet them people again one day and be asking them, can I please trade with you for this? Can you help me learn how to do this so I'm able to feed my family, so I'm able to survive? You got to be kind to people. You don't never know when you talking to an angel.
honestly, you got to get the same grace you would wish was given to you.
Yes, that.
to circle the whole thing back as well. You feel me? Yeah. See, I got work. I'm telling you, get the same grace you would wish was given unto you.
Exactly.
As a man, man to man, nigga, that girl ain't tripping all the time. But as a female, like, to a female, bro, that nigga not tripping sometimes. Sometimes niggas just gotta understand how people work.
Yep.
Instead of these overnight ass relationships and shit, actually understand how that person work. Every man ain't the same. Every female
Nope.
not the same.
Nope.
That nigga not tripping all the time. It's not to say he ain't that nigga don't be tripping, but all the time it's not his fault.
Have you even learned his temperament? That comes with grace. Giving grace comes with learning people's temperament. A lot of people don't even be mad for real.
They be wanting the understanding.
They want a better understanding of what you're saying or how to go about the process.
Just like you do. And sometimes y'all probably be saying the same thing.
Just in different ways.
You saying 6, he saying 9. Flip it. Look from a different perspective. It's the same shit. But that all comes from the grace, bitch.
Touche.
Nigga had to laugh about it because you had to think about it, huh?
No, because I flipped it in my head visually, like, it's just nothing.
Put it down, flip it, and reverse it, bitch.
Okay, Missy Elliott.
Yeah, I was about to say you better add that Elliott on.
Oh yeah, of course we have to give her due, but that's neither here nor there. Y'all, it's been real. We done already took up enough of y'all time. I've already done the little research. I know usually if you don't get somebody attention within the first 4 seconds, then you've lost them. So I hope that y'all stay tuned for this 30-minute plus video. However, if you did not, I hope that whatever you received something good.
I ain't even gonna say all that.
Oh.
I'ma just I appreciate you for saying that. That's her output. Me personally, I'ma just say if it take 4 seconds to get your interest, that means you just need to work on your attention span. You need to focus on yourself. You need to focus on meditating to get your focus better. If your attention span is 4 seconds, a squirrel is doing better than you. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Oh wow.
But much love though.
Oh wow.
God bless you.
God bless. It's been another episode of Higher Vibrations.
That's probably
with
why your
me,
ass don't put me on the
Queen
podcast
Vibes.
no more. In LOUD.
You feel me?
This
and we
probably why I don't
out.
get invited no more.